Welcome to the Michigan Golfer Show. Join us each week as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great game.
Hi, I'm Jack Berry, and today we are at the Michigan Golf Hall of Fame being celebrated at the Catke Golf Club here in Big Rapids, Ferris State University, where the Michigan Golf Foundation is going to have our Michigan Golf Hall of Fame here as soon as we get able to dig a hole and and get all the ribbons cut. But tonight we celebrated adding 6 new members to the Michigan Golf Hall of Fame. We have more than 100 in here. We started out with the first 3 were Walter Hagen, Al Watrous, and Chuck Kosis, 3 of the all-time greats, not only in golf, but certainly in the state of Michigan and all of golf. And tonight we're over 100, and tonight we're adding Bob Ackerman, Brian Carnes, Tom Gillis, and 2 ladies, Stacy Slobodnik-Stoll, the Michigan State University golf coach, and Susie Green Roebuck. She joins her father Pete in the Michigan Golf Hall of Fame. Well, this is the year of 2017, and our 6th honoree this year is unable to be here. That was Alex Ross, who was born in Dornoch, along with his brother Donald. And Alex came over from Scotland, was the first golf professional at Detroit Golf Club for 31 years, was the first president of the Michigan section of the PGA, and won some of the top tournaments of the time. So the Golf Hall of Fame, as we say, has been going a long time, and it's here at Ferris State, which is the home of the PGA's Professional Golf Management Program. It's the first one in the United States, and there are about 35 or more around the country, and this is the best. Started here where students go for their 4 years, and they spend half the year in school here learning business courses and so forth, and the other half they spend out on the road someplace, kind of in effect like interning at different wonderful golf clubs. And then they come back here to Ferris, and we have graduates of that program are all over the United States and all of the golf clubs. You see a golf professional where you go to school, Ferris State, and that's. We're happy that the Michigan Golf Hall of Fame is able to link in with them and be cited here. Also very pleased to welcome the Ken Janke Sr. family. Ken was he's responsible, along with Stan Aldridge, at Indianwood Golf and Country Club and forming the Michigan Golf Hall of Fame. Stan wanted to know how he could kind of publicize his new course, and when he took it over, and Jim Dooling says, well, let's talk to Jim Dooling from the PGA. He says, well, let's bring in Ken Janke, who is a real golf collector, addict, and loves the game, and he might have some ideas. And Ken's idea was Michigan Golf Hall of Fame. And then I was fortunate to be in on that the first group that picked the first 3 members of the Golf Hall of Fame: Walter Hagen, Chuck Kosis, the greatest amateur ever in Michigan; Al Watrous, the longtime wonderful professional at Oakland Hills Country Club. And the Janke family now has made a significant contribution to the Michigan Golf Foundation that will help do the bricks and mortar for the work so we'll be able to display all of the wonderful mementos that we have from all of the members of the Golf Hall of Fame. It's Stacy Slobodnik-Stoll, who is the golf coach at Michigan State University, another good Spartan. I have to always put that in. And Stacy is into the Michigan Golf Hall of Fame, one of the great additions to our membership of more than 100 famous golfers throughout the golf life of the state of Michigan. And Stacy, you got started like a lot of our other honorees tonight. Your parents.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Well, mainly my dad.
Okay.
And my dad played golf at Illinois State. And really, when we moved to Grand Rapids when I was in second grade, that's what we did all summer was hang out at Green Ridge Country Club. So I kind of really didn't even have a choice. I was either going to be a swimmer or a golfer.
And you picked golf.
Luckily, yes. That was a good choice.
Well, you were a top junior in high school and golf in the college. And tell us about how it was growing up through all those phases.
Well, I would say my dad always likes to tell everyone that I didn't really truly find the passion for golf until high school. That's why I still have hope for my 13-year-old right now. And just started having a little success in high school that just kept snowballing. And I had the opportunity to have Lynn Jansen as the pro at our club, who obviously is a huge Spartan. And that's how I really got to Michigan State. Mr. Jansen called my coach, Mary Fossum, on my behalf. And I landed at Michigan State and did okay there, and then had the opportunity to turn pro from the nice members at Cascade Hills Country Club, where I worked during the summers of college. And then in 1995, got a call from my coach, Mary Fossum, asking if I wanted to be her assistant at Michigan State. And so I said yes, kind of reluctantly at first, because I was still playing very competitive golf. But I said yes, and that's really where it all kind of started with the coaching career.
Well, you were traveling while you were playing professionally, right? And here you were able to stay home.
Yeah, well, yes. I think I almost travel more now with coaching than I did with playing. But, my professional career was very short. I just really did it for just under a year. I didn't really give it a full shot, I don't think, but that was just fine. I quickly got my amateur status back so I could still compete and so I could coach. I thought that was something that I should do and was able to do. And it's just been so beneficial from a recruiting standpoint and from the players that still understand that I understand what's going on the golf course, because I still am competitive today.
Well, you've won practically every tournament possible in the state, all the GAM tournaments, and you have a lot of silverware at home, I'm sure.
Yes, I do. But I just love what I do. I love that I can coach and still be competitive, and to me, the best game in the world.
Now, when did you start coaching at Michigan State? When were you the head coach?
So I got the head coaching job in 1997. So just a few years ago.
Yeah. And you've won a number of Big Ten titles.
Yep.
What is it, 5?
6.
6?
Yeah, I've
okay.
got another one this
All
year.
right,
got another
good.
one 2 months ago. So 6 Big Ten titles.
And how many NCAAs?
No NCAA titles yet.
No, but
we're working on it.
Oh
yes, lots of them.
Yeah.
I think we've been to 12 or 13 out of 20 years of coaching. Been to the NCAA regional tournament 18 times and have a bunch of players on the professional tour right now, mainly on the Symetra. But lots of All-Americans, had the highest team GPA of all of our teams on campus for the past 6 years.
Fabulous.
Yes, thank you. So not only are they great players, but they're wonderful golfers as well.
Now, how has it changed in the time from the time that you started to what it's like now? Looking at the NCAA Women's Championship a week or so ago, it's wow.
Yeah, wow, because I remember when I was in school, when you broke 80, that was a pretty good round. 78, 77, that was good. And now if our kids aren't shooting under par, they're very disappointed. So just the scoring averages have come down. The intensity of what we're doing, Division I college athletics across the board has skyrocketed. And Mary, my coach, could tell you that every kid would get a sleeve of balls and a golf shirt for the whole semester. And now, what we have in the facility that Michigan State just built for our golf programs is really tremendous. We get to fly on private jets. We have an incredible, beautiful Michigan State van, travel all around the country playing against the best teams in the country at some of the best facilities in the country. So it's quite an opportunity to be a student athlete.
And they come from everywhere. I noticed that was the Oregon team with one from Germany, one from Belfast, one from Italy, and one from Sweden.
Yes.
Well, how do you do?
I've got one from Spain. I've got one that just arrived from Japan. But I also have my Minnesota, Indiana, and Michigan kids, too, that we're obviously very proud of.
Was it pretty tough recruiting these days?
Oh, well, recruiting's always tough because it's whether we're fighting, the weather or we're fighting more schools. There's a lot more parity in women's golf. That's what's really happened when you were asking about how it's changed. Yeah. When I first started, there were maybe, 5 to 8 teams that could always win a national championship. Now there's 20. it's really, and especially now with the match play format, we feel like it could be 30, teams that could possibly win. So it's pretty exciting.
Well, watching the golf on television, they're sensational. I mean, great play.
Yes, they are. We had Sarah Burnham, our junior two-time All-American, shoot 63 at the Big Ten Championship this year, which was a school, course, and Big Ten conference record. So 11 birdies.
Wow.
Kind of it's inspirational. Kind of gave me inspiration for my game. Like, okay, I just watched this young person do this. Everyone can do it.
That's terrific. Well, we've been talking with Stacy Slobodnik-Stoll, who is the golf coach at Michigan State University in East Lansing. Of course, I know well, or more at school I know well. I had 3 daughters. I was Spartan graduates.
Wonderful. Go green.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Stacy.
Sure.
Terrific.
Thank you, Jack.
Wonderful.